Um, Fantastic doesn't say it. I mean, I was still even now, a couple of days after the fact, just breathless. Um, what determination on both sides. If you wrote a movie, you couldn't write. I mean, you couldn't write. I'm serious. I mean, I think anybody who watched all these games, the only thing I did miss was the when they went to 3 a.m. I fell asleep, so I didn't watch all of it. But other than that, I watched a lot of the series. Um, Game 6 and 7 were tremendous. Um, so many things that stick out. The first thing, and I'm not going to forget, Dave Roberts. Now, for years, I was kind of in the category of, okay, well, this guy's just got players, great talent. This is manager, da da da. Anybody can win. This guy was terrific. The moves that he made, both managers, I thought were great. John Snyder was great as well, but the decision to go ahead and put Glasnow in Game 6, even though he was supposed to pitch the next day, terrific. Took Sasaki out, which worked. Saki was the closer, didn't have great stuff. Went to Glasnow, got out of the game in some Game 7, going with all the starters, outfitting the reason why they were in it as well. Game 7 was just fantastic. Rojas home run just blew my mind. I was like, you got to be kidding me. What's Rojas even doing in the game? Like, without he hasn't done any hits, gotten any hits at all. It's good to see managers. I'm going on about the managers, but it's good to see managers just say the heck with the analytics. Because you got to do that. You got to to see them go with gut. There's no other reason Rojas is in the game. There's no other reason to be doing some of the things he did. Going ahead, the fantastic catch by Paez. Just running over his old guy, Kike Hernandez. Fantastic. The great defensive play, Vladdy Guerrero becoming a great defensive player as well. The courageousness, George Springer, Bo Bichette, definitely limping around, getting productive, lots of getting hit by a pitch, had a bench clearing brawl in this game as well. Shohei going on short rest, pitching well, and on and on and on and on. So fantastic stuff. Shout out to the Dodgers. They deserved it. They absolutely deserved it. I felt bad for the Blue Jays, though. I'm not a Cito Gaston fan, like a lot of Orioles fans, but I definitely felt bad for the Blue Jays in this one as well. But they were fantastic in this series. But the Dodgers were just this much better. Shout out. Great, just fantastic end to the baseball season. Fantastic stuff there as well. So let's talk Orioles. And this, as we always do, we close with the Orioles. And we're going to do that all off season. And let's talk a little Orioles 2026 out there. Free agent targets. So we have a new manager. Definitely, if you want to check it out, the press conference of the Orioles new manager, Craig Albina, is actually on the website in full as well. He was out there with Mike Elias. David Rubenstein was there introducing their new manager as well. So definitely check that out. Interesting to see what he has to say as well. So this is kind of Orioles, but we are going to talk a little bit over MLG and free agency here in this segment as well, because free agency start today. There was a lot of stuff that's happened here in the last 2 days as well, because the baseball free agency moves very, very slow. Unlike football, takes a long time. Really, you wait till the winter meetings for stuff to happen. But what does happen quick is these opt-outs and these decisions, they're ready. So a lot of that stuff happened today. So we had to make adjustments on that. So on that, as far as what happened. So catchers. Let's take a look. Orioles, don't think they're looking for a starter here, but these are some of the names as well. JT Realmuto for the Phillies. I kind of think he goes back. That's just no insight. I kind of think he goes back. I think there'll be some interest in him simply because he's still a good hitter. I think at 35, though, I don't know how much money he gets. I think the best offer will be the Phillies offer in his case and more in my case. Victor Candellini from the Atlanta Braves, I definitely think he's out the door. I think they're definitely going to give the job to Drake Baldwin or whatever. So he filled in there. I definitely think he's going to do that. Danny Jansen seems to be a guy. I think the Orioles would love to have him. I think as a backup somewhere. But I think probably he's going to start, I would think, for a team. Mitch Garver, I think, it's kind of become a DH, I think, like for the Mariners this year. So definitely his DH production was really good. So interesting if anybody actually looks at him at catcher, his other position, because he was really good. Gary Sanchez is there. The list really falls off there. Gary Sanchez definitely looking for a new home. I doubt seriously the Orioles will bring him back. Pete Alonso has player option, which he's opted out, so he's definitely not going to be there next year. Josh Naylor, I think, is definitely going to get a big payday finally. He's an interesting player. I think he finished up. I think I have D-backs. I think he finished up with the Mariners, so definitely he's going to have to wait till after Alonso signs. I definitely think he's going to be the fallback option there as well. Mariani, I think this guy is going to be a big power hitter from Japan. So definitely this is a guy, he can play first and third. So I think there is going to be some interest in him as well. So I think he's going to be the third option. I know, the Dodgers. I know everybody's going to be looking at it. So they're certainly signing up all these Japanese players. Paul Goldschmidt, I think, is the guy that I kind of think with him will kind of really lose. So I think if the Yankees want to re-sign him for another year, I think, which is possible, I think that's a thing. But I definitely think that'll probably be his best choice. Carlos Santana, kind of the same boat, veteran guy. Probably his best option is to re-sign with the Guardians. He bounces around a lot. He seems to find a home. So does Josh Bell, power hitter, not a lot of average. Seems to find a home every offseason as well. Second base, good stuff. Gabriel Torres is probably the guy most teams are looking at there as well. That Boba Fett, I think I should have Boba Fett on there. No, Boba Fett's first. So Gleyber Torres is where you're going ahead and you're looking at him. Probably your best bet in terms of if you want offense there. Jorge Polanco, I think, is going to be fascinating as well. He opted out because he's going to have options. So I do think a lot of teams are going to be interested in him. Elisa Reyes, I think, is interesting. I have him at second, even though he played first last year. If you want singles, this is your guy. He's gonna any team is getting on base. I could definitely see like the Blue Jays interested in him from everything I just saw, because he's definitely a spunky, hard work guy, going to get on base and hit. Club option so we don't know about Brandon Lowe yet. Interesting to see. I have no idea how the Rays are going to handle this if they keep him. That's probably why he's lower on the list, because he's more productive. I would lean to more they're keeping him, but it's Brandon Lowe, I think, is pretty decent production. Jose Iglesias, former Oriole, Padres last year. He's a good stopgap guy. I think for a year and put him in, I think he'll be fine. He's good defensively as well. Bregman, I think, is going to have his choice of teams. I think there's a lot of people that feel that this is the best free agent available in all of baseball as well. Either him or Kyle Tucker. Bregman, I think, obviously Dodgers, of course, everybody's going to look at him. I don't think he's going to resign with Boston, because if he wanted to, why would he go back? Hopefully the Orioles will take a look at him. I think this is the only guy I think that would take out Jordan Westburg going forward as well. Suarez, I think the only thing, Eugenio Suarez, I think the only thing that's going to hurt him is, I think his age. I think he's 34. He was fantastic last year, though, for the Mariners. Fantastic. I think he had his best years last couple of years also, too. It's not just a one-off. I mean, he's been good the last couple of years. So, interesting to see, though, when you get to be like 35, 30, the money, I guess, yeah, it'll be interesting, too. But they're all way behind Bregman. Muncy, I think the Dodgers, I don't know if they keep him as well, because the Dodgers are going to sign everybody, right? So they're going to be looking at Bregman. They're going to be looking at Tucker. They're going to be looking at everybody as well. Um, I think the Orioles actually might take a look here as well if he actually gets cut loose. I think he might could afford. I think that I can see them doing something like that, and putting him at DH and saying, hey, this, getting a guy like Muncy. Kazuma Omamoto from Japan is another guy, third base, first base as well. This is a little bit more risky because he's older. I think you look at his more recent years' productivity. He's been good in the World Baseball Classic and all that before. You're looking at his productivity. So I could definitely see Dodgers, obviously, but I could definitely see the Orioles actually being a little more interested in him. I think the price will be better here for him as well. So definitely, too, he's got some flexibility as well. He can play first. He can play third. It's possible he can play corner outfield if you need it. So it'll be interesting, too. Japan's always a bit of a risk because, they've never played in the majors as well. Jan Miranda, also, too, the Angels as well. Club option, we'll see, kind of rounds it out. Bo Bichette, I think, is interesting. I don't like him as much as some people like him because I haven't forgot this guy's been injured a lot. Not last year because he was really good, and he is really good when healthy. But I think this is to give him a massive contract is a bit of a risk to me, as good as he is. But I think he's going to get I think he's going to get a massive contract. So interesting to see how that goes. Hassan Kim has a player option. He did opt out as well. So definitely I think he's going to be the fallback option for a lot of teams after Bichette. I think I don't think he returns to San Diego, and I think definitely teams are going to be looking at him after the fact. Miguel Rojas, I think, was the World Series hero there. We were just talking about him. Willie Castro and Romero, they're kind of like fallback options late in the draft. I mean, I think they'll definitely start somewhere. He has to start contributing guys as well. Kyle Tucker is going to be the belle of the ball. I think this is the best player available in free agency as well. He wasn't super great with the Cubs last year, which is part of why they're a little hesitant to spend a ton of money. I'm not too worried about Kyle Tucker. He's pretty good. He had some injuries last year as well. I think Kyle Tucker, I've always been a big Kyle Tucker guy. I think he's been fantastic. Schwarber is one of my favorite players ever. I love Schwarber. He's actually getting his average up as he gets older. I think it's interesting. I think with him, he's going to get a lot of money. I think somebody's crazy not to get a lot of money. I do think the Phillies might get outbid here as well. They're going to keep one of their free agents, though. I think that they're going to try a little harder with Schwarber, though. I think kind of embodies too a Philadelphia spirit. If that makes any sense. Every team would love to have a Kyle Schwarber, though. There's always room. Bellinger opted out. He's going out as well. I think he leaves for sure. He keeps taking these same type of deals as well. I think Dodgers is going to obviously Orioles or somebody might be interested in Bellinger. Grisham, I think, is better than what people think. Grisham was really, really good last year for the Yankees. I think probably you could argue probably next to Aaron Judge, the best offensive player. So that's speaking a lot. Kenny continue to do it as well. Harrison Bader also too with the Phillies. Good center fielder. I can't argue that. If you need help at center fielder, I think he's good. I have him ahead of Cedric Mullins there as well. He's going to give you more offense at this point. DH Osuna, not as good last year. I still have him at the top. I think he has enough track record where I think he can help somebody. Jack Peterson, kind of same track record, probably not as good. Ronald Hearn, outstanding last year, made an all-star game. Russ Hopkins, again, long career. And I think if you want to put him at one for this list, he was outstanding last year as far as batting average, hit over 314 as well. I think Ozuna I'd rather have the most. I kind of think he returns to Atlanta, but I think the Orioles these guys are going to be Oriole. I have, especially because they're going to be less expensive. I don't think O'Hearn comes back. I don't think they do that, but I do think these are going to be guys they kind of look at as well, because I think you can get good production. DH is a good way to sneak production in at a lower price point as well. Real quick, starting pitching: Framber Valdez, Dylan Cease, Ranger Suarez, Chris Bassett, Griffin Channeling, Zach Lytle, Zach Gallen, Dustin May, Tyler Mahle, Zach Eflin, Max Scherzer, Thomas Sagano. Valdez, I think, is going to be the most expensive guy out there. I do think there is a legitimate chance Orioles are going to have to Dylan Cease. There's no question about it. They've been dancing around each other for a while. Will they be the highest bidder? I don't know. They're definitely going to do that. Suarez is going to have his choice out here. Bassett didn't really start but I definitely think he's going to probably go back. I think there's going to be a lot of interest in him. Canning, Lytle, and Gallen kind of they weren't great last year for their career. They weren't career level. Lytle was pretty good. Interesting to see. Dustin May, Mahle, I think these guys back of the order starters, mid-rotation starters as well. Eflin, Scherzer, Sagano, injury issues. Well, Eflin with the injury issue. Sagano, I think he's a back of the order starter. Scherzer, I'm fine with signing Scherzer, man. Future Hall of Famer, not what he was, I don't care as well. Edwin Diaz is definitely on the list here. I would have had him higher, except today we just found out his player option, so he's going to be out there. Luke Weaver, Richel Iglesias, Rev Suarez, Hensley. I think what the Orioles are going to do is they're going to run it back with a lot of their guys. I saw they've already signed Dietrich Enns. They've signed Rico Garcia. They signed back Andrew Kittredge in a trade. You need a closer, guys. You need to go on this list and get a closer. I think getting Halsey from the Mets or getting Iglesias works for me. I think you definitely got to get somebody in the ninth inning, because you know you're not going to have the mount next. There you go. Thank you guys for joining us. Check us out. Thank you for watching us here on Driving to the Top, Spotify, Rumble, whatever platform it is. Definitely check us out here, Ravori Sports Podcast. You have a great day. Enjoy all the games.